is up, everybody? What's going on? I'm Tyler and this is TLC Automotive. So as you can see behind me, what we have is the brand new dash for the 91 Chevy project truck. If you guys haven't been on the channel yet, so far what we've accomplished is getting the headliner removed, correcting and sealing our floor pans, taking the bench seat out, and then also taking the old original manufacturing dash out. As you guys can see right here, we actually have a brand new one from LMC. It is in really nice condition. I did start a video yesterday, but some stuff happened and I ended up having to delete the footage. So we are completely restarting as of now. Now guys, with that being said, let's go ahead and look into this dash. It is extremely nice. I like the fact that they keep the texture all the way down the dash on the knee panel right here, and it looks amazing all the way around. Now what we got going on here is a couple different products. I'm not sponsored by any of these, so this isn't a shout out or a paid promotion. I don't really know anything about Duplicolor, but I did have to go grab some wax and grease remover from the auto parts store yesterday. And then this is the SEM, or SEM as a lot of people also call it, interior dye. Now I've heard really great things about this all across the car community. A lot of people swear by this stuff, and apparently it gives really sought after and true results, along with the protection of UV and non-scratching and chipping. So we're actually going to go ahead and give this stuff a try today, and that's the project for today, getting it ready for install in the truck. Now it is literally just the base shell and the metal bracket underneath. There is no panels or any other kind of insert that goes along with the dash, so that's kind of why I have some here I was test fitting. And I'm actually just going to be reusing a lot of my old parts off of the old dash that are still good. So we'll actually be dyeing those as well, and if we have some dye left, we're actually going to be doing the entire interior trim. So everything that goes across there, my kick out panels there, my B-pillar panels, everything that is red or that maroon color is going to now go black. So what we're going to start off doing is Scotch brighting the entire surface of the panel, just to give the dye something to latch onto and have a good strong bond. So let's go ahead and start Scotch brighting the entire surface of this dash. That's a fun noise. Now, when you're Scotch brighting, you don't have to go buck nasty. You don't have to really just get in there and take all the texture off the panel. That's not what we're after. What you want to do is you're just creating scratches, really shallow scratches for that stuff to grab onto, and then you lay your second coat, and then your second coat's laying on top of that top coat, or that first coat, so everything kind of just grabs on and bonds together and creates a solid seal. So you don't have to push down really hard when Scotch brighting a panel. All you're doing is just trying to create some micro scratches. And if you guys were wondering where I was able to acquire this dash at, I will leave the part number and the website right here. So go check out lmc.com. Really good, really great website, really awesome. They get my stuff to me on a reasonable amount of time, and with this being pretty expensive purchase, I mean, I got what I paid for. It's awesome quality, it's nice, and it came to me in one piece. I'm going to bring you guys in kind of close for a second. So I forgot to mention earlier, we're not shooting to dye this entire panel black. Just everything that's going to be visible to the eye, with this being, you know, the first thing people are going to see when they sit in the truck. So here's like where my cluster is going to sit. Here's an air vent. Here's where my headlight and brights are going to be at. Here's my climate control, radio, glove box, and then another vent down there. None of this, I don't care if it gets overspray in it. Obviously, this will be seen. All this will be seen. This is where the little ashtray goes. And then I believe parking brake and hood latch release. But yeah, so all this will just catch overspray, and I'm totally okay with that. But as far as the main attraction of the dash, that's where I'm going to be focusing all my time and energy. So yeah, I just wanted to throw that in there. I don't have a big table, so I'm just using the one that's on our balcony. But sometimes you just gotta do what you gotta do. All right, with most of that already Scotch-Brited, obviously I don't have access to air, or else I'd give this a real clean, thorough blow off. But I did bring some paper towels. I'll wipe off the excess dust first, because you can obviously see that there's now dust. I'll wipe those off, and then I will take this wax and grease remover right here. It is for, you know, panels and also plastic and stuff like that. So I'll give that a wipe down. I'll let it flash for probably 5 minutes just to be safe. When we add our first coat, it's literally just going to be a binder coat, meaning it's going to be super light, not going to stay in any given place for any X amount of time. I just want the first layer to bond to the panel. Guys, I also forgot to mention too that I do have tack cloths, and for everybody who doesn't know what a tack cloth is, it is a material cloth that has a binder to it. So when you get done with something like this, it leaves little hairs and stuff off the fabric of your paper towel. And this is it's a kind of a cloth that has like a sticky binder to it, and you'll wipe it and all those hairs off of this will stick to that cloth, and it gives you a nice clean surface for your paint to adhere to. Now you guys can see it looks decently clean, but like I said, those little hairs right there, stuff like that, that will show up, believe it or not, in your paint if you're not careful. We'll go ahead and get those tack cloths out. I will only literally need one for this entire thing, so they go a very, very long way. At the paint shop, you can use a tack cloth on 8, 9, 10 panels before you have to switch it out, depending on how bad it is. But they last really well at the shop, so I know I can definitely easily knock this out and use it on many, many more projects. So this is the tack cloth. It's rather large. Oops. And it is very sticky to the touch. Be sure, if you do use this route, which you should, don't press too hard, or you will actually transfer the sticky compound to the panel, and then when you go to paint, it could cross-contaminate your panel, and you could end up with fisheye or any kind of streak that was left by the path that you pushed this to. So literally what you do is you just take it, fluff it out, which I'm not going to do at all, but you can just fluff it, and then like you're literally just using the weight of your hand, put it on there, and you just go on your panel, make a couple passes, fold it, and rinse and repeat. Put this off to the side. Now I didn't forget about the wax and grease remover, everybody. That tack cloth is going to be a 2-stage part, so we wiped it off first just to get the base of all the contaminants off of it. Now we're going to go through with this with a clean rag, and then we're going to let that flash, and then we'll go back over to again with that tack cloth just from the next set of rags that we're going to be using. Then after that we'll start applying our first coat of our dye. Try to keep your hands and any part of your skin off the panel, for that's just transferring grease and contaminants right back onto your panels. We'll take our rag here and go ahead and get all that debris off of it, and we can actually start applying our dye now. If you guys can't tell, there's like a goldy, sparkly, really shiny sheen on my hands. And that is because of the wax, or I don't even know what would be on this, some kind of like sticky residue or a glue or something of that nature. It's real tacky, but that's what helps adhere all the loose fibers and hairs and debris and gunk that we don't want in our paint off of our panel onto the tack cloth. The color I chose for this is Landui Black, or if I pronounce that wrong, I'm sorry. Put it in the comments how to say it, but that's going to be the color of choice for the inside of this truck. This is obviously pretty expensive stuff. For those who don't know, it's roughly about $25 a can. I bought 2, so there's about $50 spent just in paint alone. But everybody swears by this stuff. It's supposed to be super, super nice. Our panel is nice and clean. There's no fibers, no nothing in there. Guys, like I said in the previous section of this video, I'm not too concerned about when overspray gets into here. If anything, it's going to help just blend my edges to where the panels actually fit back into the positions. So if overspray gets in here, that'll be totally fine. Just for the simple fact that when people are kind of just really having an in-depth, detailed look inside the truck, they won't see gray, they'll see black from the overspray, and it kind of just ties everything in together. Now we're going to shake this up for some time. It is pretty thick stuff, is what it says on the can. So we're going to shake this for a few minutes and just let the magic happen. Alright, now that we got that out of the way, let's go ahead and just stick our first coat on. Real lightly, everybody. We will, the process behind this is gradually building your layers, so putting it on heavy right off the bat is not what we're after. Lightly misted on, I mean lightly, just enough to give the remaining coat something to grab onto. It doesn't have to be perfect. You're not going for coverage right now, you're just going for a bond. It's been about 5 minutes, so we're gonna go ahead and apply our second coat. Now we're gonna be focusing on getting color shot on both sides of these vents for our defrost vent, just for coverage. But go ahead and add just a little bit more. We're gonna go for something along the lines of 50% to 60% wet on this pass. So this is where we're actually gonna start building color and building layers for our protection. You will still have light spots. Don't worry about that because we're not doing 2 coats. We're gonna do 3 to 4, continuously build color profile here. Now, as you can see, our dash is definitely taking color, and it's taking it really, really nicely. I'm gonna go ahead and just continue to add layers. You guys don't need to watch the entire thing. It's super repetitive. Flash time is about the same. Even though we stuck a heavier coat on, it all will dry rather fast, especially with it being a nice, hot, sunny day out. So 5 minutes, add your 3rd coat, wait another 5 minutes, add your 4th coat, and just keep going until your liking is achieved or until it is completely covered. So here is 4 coats, and this sucker is looking tough. I can see why the hype is so high for the Sim product. It just put down and had no issues whatsoever. The stuff is super nice. It finishes, I believe, in a semi-gloss finish, so it has a little sheen to it, but nothing serious. That's what it looks like, completely cured. It just put down. I have no complaints with this stuff whatsoever. I'm gonna hit my defrost vents one more time. To get this side of the vent, you brush this way and it'll push it onto it, and then you just come back and push it the opposite way. Guys, just to be a little greedy, I'm gonna stick one more full coat on this. I haven't even touched my second can there, and I still have about a quarter left in this can. I'm just gonna use the entire can on this dash. It probably doesn't need it, but I'm gonna do it just for the, for the reason why. I'm gonna really focus my area time in here now, just to make sure that those are no longer gray and they're completely black. And then I'm gonna brush this stuff on, man. Stuff dries freaking quick too. I mean, we're talking 3 or 4 minutes and it is dry to the touch. I think being out in direct sunlight is really, really helping this stuff cure. So I recommend doing it outside. It is a little bit of a hassle keeping debris and stuff off of it. I haven't really had to clean up on it. I'm getting lucky, but I have definitely painted things outside enough times to know that battling bugs, landing in it and crawling and getting little track marks across your panels, that's why I'm very thankful this stuff cures super duper fast. Guys, I am so impressed with this stuff. It is unbelievable. See, and I just made that pass probably 2 or 3 minutes ago, and this stuff is already dry to the touch. I'm extremely pleased with it. It came out awesome. Like I said, 80 to 90% of your prep work is in your paint, and when you prep out properly and you don't cut corners, this is the results that you guys can achieve.
We're 2-3. Oh my god. I gotta go check on the laundry too.
Get you a woman. That woman is so good to me. we're gonna go pick up her little brother and go have a birthday dinner at this new Chinese place that we just found. So that's gonna cut into today's time. Totally fine with that. And then I guess there's a medieval fair we're gonna take him to. So we do have some plans. I am gonna just focus a little bit more on just some little extra parts here and there. After that, I think we're done. Let me go ahead and touch this up, and then we will recap on some things, and then I will tell you guys some future plans for future videos. Hey guys, I do want to say real fast, don't be scared to get out here and try this stuff. Don't be scared of putting paint on something. You can always take it off. You just got to get in there and do it. This is meant to be fun. It's meant to be relaxing, not all the time, but you know, just don't be afraid to commit and just enjoy it. You know, this is all for a purpose, and you just, you know, put your own little touch on things. I've never done this before. This is literally my first time. But of course, working in a body shop and a paint shop, me working on the paint side especially, that has really opened me up to be a little bit more comfortable around accepting failure. But with failure comes knowledge. So when that position in your life comes around again and you're in that same position, hopefully you won't make that failure or that mistake again. But get out here and just do it. You know, like I said, this stuff is meant to be fun. It's educational, and it's really relaxing to me. This is how I get away and have some of my time. Man, this stuff just dries so fast, so fast. If I could, I'd paint my whole truck in this. Guys, I just want to say thank you for stopping by, checking out this video. It's a little shorter than most videos, but we got a project done, and who doesn't enjoy a project finished in a shorter amount of time with great results? So thank you guys for stopping by, tuning in, and checking out the channel. We're not going to be installing this today. I would like for the product to actually adhere to the panel for at least 48 hours. It's not going to take nearly as long. It's dry to the touch already, but just to be extra cautious and extra safe, that's what I'm going to prefer. I'm going to have a friend come over and help me install it, just so I don't beat it up and bang it around getting it back in the truck. And then after that, I think what we're going to do is we're either going to be looking at options for steering wheels or just reinstalling some things for the interior. I need one more part for the interior, and the entire interior is done. I need door panels, so we're probably going to end up doing some shopping. And after that, I think the inside's done, guys. It came really fast. This truck's been in the making for almost 2 years, and I'm just now getting to the point in my life where I can afford to put it away and work on it on the side when I'm not working at work full time. I know it doesn't look like much. This is what progress looks like for sure. If I wasn't serious about it, it'd still have everything original inside of it. I have full intentions on just pouring my heart and soul into this truck, and I've already started to. I've already got a guy, one of my really good friends that I go to church with. He's already looking up and drawing out diagrams and schematics for the wiring harness, and this is all just loose stuff. This is stuff that I didn't want to put in the house or in the bed of the truck, so I just put it back in the cab. My floor pans look really dirty, but I promise they are protected. They're coated and corrected. I have a new panel that is going to run along the back of the truck here, and then I have a couple of new friends that I just encountered out of Norman, Oklahoma, called Southside Sleds. They're actually going to be fabricating my brackets for my seats, and then I'm going to get with an upholstery man, see if I can potentially get that rip on my new bucket seat fixed for the truck. And then after that, guys, we are ready to start installing everything. The weather's becoming really nice, so I'm probably going to get the carpet out, let it sit. It's got to sit an additional 2 hours in the sun just so it can lay out the way it's supposed to. I am really excited to see what this truck looks like when it's all tied together. I've got a lot of time, a lot of planning, a lot of energy, a lot of money. wrapped up in this thing, and that's just the inside of the truck. We have an entire outside of a truck to restore, paint, correct, cab corners and rockers to weld on, you name it, we have to do it. So there's a lot planned for this channel. There's a lot of potential, a lot of opportunity. But guys, number one, over anything, I just want to have fun, you know. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. Thank you for tuning into the channel. Go ahead and just ring this notification bell right here. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.